Okay. So, if this was in a vacuum, I wouldn't be too angry. We just got a pretty good receiver. Sure, he has a few concussion problems, but hey, he's still a pretty good receiver. It's not in a vacuum, though. This is the same year Bill O'Brien made a trade. Trading DeAndre Hopkins where he's getting paid $12 million a year because he wanted a raise. And then he brings in a receiver who's worth $18 million a year, who is worse than DeAndre Hopkins. Sure, he's good. He can spread the field. But again, he has concussion problems. DeAndre Hopkins doesn't get injured. Not only does he not get injured, but he's not going to sit out. It's 3 years left on the contract. You have 3 years to figure this out. He's not going to sit out. 3 years to talk about it. Come on. You got that. And then you are a worse receiver who's costs more money. And again, the reason was because Hopkins wanted a raise. So we get a receiver that costs more money instead of Hopkins. Why? This is either proof of two things. One, Bill O'Brien admits he made a mistake. He knows he made a mistake. He just doesn't want to admit it. He knows he made a mistake. He doesn't want to admit it. Or two, it was never really about the money, and he just really didn't like Hopkins in the locker room. I really think it's number one. No, number two. I really think it's this one. I really think it had nothing to do with money. I think he just didn't like Hopkins in the locker room. I mean, yeah, it's a rumor. Yeah, Hopkins is somewhat denying it, but it's the only thing that makes sense. Sure, he's the kind of dude that if he makes a mistake, he'll go and fix it, just never admit he made a mistake, but it really, he goes out, he trades Hopkins, one of the best receivers in the game, not just right now, but of all time. And then he goes and trades him away for a running back worth about the same amount of money. Actually, he costs more. That had injuries in the past, and doesn't add anything to the team. Nothing. He has the same abilities as the other Johnson we have. Duke Johnson and David Johnson are the same type of running backs. He literally adds nothing to the team. He just adds, I guess, depth. But that's about it. Next, the other thing is you have a second round pick. Could have gotten a first round pick. And yeah, worst receivers getting first round picks from other teams is proof of that. No, and then here's the kicker. He goes and trades a second round for a worse receiver. So essentially, he traded DeAndre Hopkins for a running back he already got, a worse receiver, and a fourth round pick. It was never about the money. If you think it was about the money still, then you're a moron. Bill O'Brien is a moron for thinking we're going to fall for this. People know it was not about the money. And this is just adding on to it. Just admit you made a mistake. Just admit you don't like the guy. Stop making yourself look fucking horrible. There's no way you sat down and seriously thought about the trade with David Johnson and went, yeah, this is definitely a good trade. Yeah, in that interview, you said there's a lot of things that go into a trade, and you're right. And you got nothing good out of it. Nothing good. This was never about the money. You didn't want Hopkins for some odd reason. Was it because he's a good, kind-hearted person that people just rally behind? Is that why? Are you going to trade J.J. Watt now because he's a good, kind-hearted person that people rally behind? He's the heart and soul of that defense. Even if he's not playing his best in that specific game, even if he's not playing the best in the year, if he's out there and he makes one play, that whole defense comes out and rallies behind him. The Bills game. It took J.J. Watt one play. J.J. Watt made one play, and the whole team rallied behind him. That's not something you can get from everyone. He's going to be hard to replace. You can get another really, really good player. I mean, that could be a little difficult. That could be a little challenging, but that's much easier than what you're going to have to. A really, really good player that's not just really good, but someone that the team can rally behind. And it doesn't even seem like Bill O'Brien wants that. Bill O'Brien doesn't want players that the team can rally behind. Otherwise, he would have kept DeAndre Hopkins. The team can rally behind DeAndre Hopkins. The team can rally behind Deshaun Watson. And then the two of them together, they're a huge dynamic duo. And then you got J.J. Watt on the defense that the team can rally behind. And it's just Bill O'Brien. He just shouldn't be the head coach. He shouldn't be the GM. He makes dumb moves. He's a moron. And he needs to go. And the fact that the owner is still standing behind Bill O'Brien shows it's not just the coach. It's the owner as well. This is the Cowboys all over again. This is the Cowboys all over again. Everyone's going to be attacking the coach over all day. But if it's if the problem is the organization and not the players, it goes all the way to the top. Okay, it's not just the coach. It's not just the GM. Even though in this case they're the same person, it goes all the way to the top to the owner. The owner needs to go. He needs to sell that team. Just like, problem is, I don't know if he will. I really don't know if he will. The Texans' first ever owner may never give us a championship because he's an incomplete. We might need to have an Astros thing where we get a new owner, he brings on new coaches, and he just we tank for a few years, and then he revamps the team until we're amazing. We might need to do that. We might need to go and do what the Astros did. I don't know how it's going to work out. I mean, we don't really have many draft picks to work with as of right now so our future is just kind of in the air. We can't really build on the draft, or we're just screwed. We need a new owner. We need a new coach. We just need to overhaul this team. It's just we wasted Andre Johnson. We wasted DeAndre Hopkins. We're gonna waste the rest of J.J. Watt's career. We're gonna waste Deshaun Watson. We're just gonna be wasting people.